On this episode, we visit Franklin Roosevelt's getaway, the Little White House in Warm Springs, Georgia, along with exploring a fraction of Pine Mountain, right here on Georgia Eat Exploring More. What's up, guys? DJ and Summer here, and we're at the Little White House in Warm Springs, Georgia. This is called Little White House because this is where President FDR would come and visit during his presidency, and of course ultimately died. So there's a lot of historical artifacts here. It's a really nice place. You should come out here and visit it. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, or FDR for short, was born January 30th, 1882 in Hudson Valley, New York, to James Roosevelt I and Sarah Ann Delano. Roosevelt grew up in a wealthy family due to James Roosevelt receiving an inheritance from his father, also named James Roosevelt. During his college years, Roosevelt's fifth cousin, Theodore Roosevelt, became President of the United States. On March 17, 1905, Roosevelt married Eleanor in New York City. 16 years later, Roosevelt became ill while vacationing in Canada. After seeing 4 doctors and dealing with chronic pain, Roosevelt was finally diagnosed with polio on August 20th, 1921 by Dr. Samuel Levine. Roosevelt first traveled to Warm Springs, Georgia on October 3rd, 1924. For many years to come, Warm Springs would be where he would retreat in comfort for hydrotherapy. In 1926, he establishes the Roosevelt Warm Springs Institute for Rehabilitation and would later found the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, or what is now known as the March of Dimes. In 1932, Roosevelt became the 32nd President of the United States. During his presidency, he helped the nation get through the Great Depression with acts like the New Deal and the Rural Electrification Act of 1936, which helped out rural towns like Warm Springs, Georgia. On April 12, 1945, around noon, Roosevelt was getting his portrait made. Then at lunch, he complained of a headache. At 3:35 p.m. that afternoon, FDR passed of a stroke. Because he hid his declining health, his death shocked the nation.
Alright guys, that was the Little White House that we came and visited out in Warm Springs, Georgia. There's also a museum here with a little video that you can watch, so it's very neat to come out and check it out. Alright guys, we are at FDR State Park in Pine Mountain, Georgia. Right now we're at Dowdell's Knob Trail, which I believe is 4.3 miles, so it's one of the shorter ones, one of the easier ones. And at this part of it, there is a statue of President Roosevelt.
We're definitely going to enjoy these beautiful sights out here at Pine Mountain at FDR State Park. Come join us. As you can see, this trail is not really paved. There's a trail there, but it's not noticeable. It's a little bit rough. It's not the prettiest trail. So this is for real hardcore hikers. So hike at your own risk. Alright guys, that was FDR State Park, at least part of it. It's the Dowdell's Trail Knob. Like I said earlier in the video, there's a trail there, but you have to really follow it really closely because
it's a little rough.
Yeah, it's a little rough. It's not paved. We weren't able to do all of the knob because, we're losing sunlight. But, yeah, there's plenty of trails, and we're probably going to come out here and do more trails. There's a whole trail system out here in Pine Mountain and FDR State Park. So there's tons of trails. This is just one of them. So you guys are awesome. We'll see you guys back at home. All right. right, guys, that was the Little White House in Warm Springs, Georgia, and the FDR State Park. We had a fun time filming this episode. Got to learn a lot of history with FDR and his final days and all he did for that part of Georgia. So the part where we were sitting in like an empty looking pool with a little fountain, that was the Warm Springs. Now that's actually not on the Little White House property, but the good thing is if you pay to get in at the Little White House, you don't have to pay to go to that part. So that's really good. And we have another announcement. We have merch. We have our tank tops, and also we have canvases. This one, as you can see here, is based on the Tallulah Gorge video. We have canvases based on Tallulah Gorge, Amicalola, and Providence Canyon. So yeah, check out those canvases at eatexploremore.com/merch. The tank tops, the canvases, we have a lot of different things on there, a lot of different things coming up. And of course, for our content creators, we have stock photos and stock drone footage, and we're constantly adding to them. Just bear with us. So you can support us by going to our store. You can support us by going to Patreon or PayPal, or you can even just support us by liking, commenting, and subscribing, which we greatly appreciate that. 254 subscribers, woohoo! So yeah, you guys are awesome.
Bye. Please like and share our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.